Hi everyone, welcome to my art collection that got me into CMU, which stands for Carnegie Mellon, and it's also the school I'm going to be attending in the fall. It also got me into UCSD Pratt with 27K scholarship per year for all 4 years, and then School of Visual Arts for 20K, I think 20K a year for all 4 years. That's the only 4 school I got into, which is kind of sad. I didn't get into that much school, but I am satisfied with the result because Carnegie Mellon is one of my top choice that I wanted to attend. When I was applying to college, I watched a bunch of these portfolio videos and I found them super helpful, but I rarely saw anything about CMU. I saw only, I think 1 or 2 that's showing CMU portfolio. So I thought I'd record this video to share with you guys what I did. What kind of portfolio I did that got me into CMU. Anyways, let's get started into the portfolio part. I will be looking down because I have my computer on the floor and I kind of need to go through my slide room. I did turn in different portfolio for each and every school. UCSD only takes 4 slides, and there are schools such as Carnegie Mellon and RISD that takes in 20 slides or something. In this video, I'll be showing my Carnegie Mellon portfolio and the extra pieces I turned in for RISD, which is all the artworks I made for the portfolio process. So the first piece is this one. It's called Oh god, this is bright. What the heck? Okay, yeah. Anyways, it's called Illumination and it's digital painting. I started on Adobe Photoshop and I ended up using Brochure to finish it up. It's about introvert and extrovert, how introverts has a lot of stuff they want to say that they don't usually express that aggressively as extrovert. The next piece, it includes this piece. This is only half of my art because I have like crawls and acrylic painting on it, but I didn't glue them together, so it's only the face. This is painting done with charcoal, not painting, art done with charcoal and oil pastel, which I'm actually really proud of. I really like the color and perspective. I think the perspective is super cool. And yeah, it's about how we're using technology too much. Not technically technology, but like internet, we're on our phone too much. This is basically the angle that our phone is looking back at us. I forgot I was going to film this video, so I accidentally sent the still life back to San Diego, but here's a picture. In this piece, I tried to play with the color a little bit and the brush strokes. It's a acrylic painting and it's just a simple still life. On to the next one. Now we have charcoals, my charcoal family. Okay, so we have this self-portrait on the right. See, it's super tiny. It's a self-portrait of myself staring at this toy I made when I volunteered and trying to eat the light bulb, I guess. This is probably the piece that took me the longest time. I feel like I spent a month, maybe over a month on it, and it is super detailed, it is super tiny, that's why it's super hard to like render and stuff, but I finished, thank god. And the one on the right, the one on the right is super huge. It's like this big, and this is basically a skeleton looking at the phone, which fits my theme about like technology and stuff. The description I wrote was like it can be interpreted as like you're like watching, you're still on your phone even when you're dead, or like you're on your phone all the way till you're dead, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this one I'm actually really proud of because I finished like in 3 or 4 nights, Like during the portfolio season, I just stayed up. I stayed up to like 3 a.m. to finish them. That one I was very proud of. It was super realistic. I love the texture of the pillow especially. I love that part. As you can see, this one is an installation. It is almost destroyed after I took pictures of it. And here are the parts that are left. I still have the dolls. So they're like this big and it's kind of rough, the texture, if you can see. I have targeted where they have the wires connected. I did those like round target paintings and I painted them with acrylic, I believe. I made like 6 of them. I also have this one here. Ta-da! I really like them. They're like super cute. I made them with air dried clay, as I recall correctly. You see the facial expression. They're so cute. It's about anti-intellectualism rise during pandemic, and it basically caused a lot of people to think that technology and knowledge is horrible, or like not horrible, it's bad. On to the next piece. Okay, I also don't have this one. This is a process documentation. This is a mask I made. I used wire again with clay. I wanted to create the virus feeling and to say that our thoughts have been like solidifying or like gradually stop thinking over time due to like the internet, the social media we're using, and the limited information sources. And this is the final result. I edited with Procreate. As you can see, God, I created like distorted codes here. And some of them say like social media, but some of them are like actual codes since I'm taking comp sci this year, AP comp sci, and then some of them are just random distorted codes and like words. Okay, on to the next piece. This one is also huge. So this one's began in a weird process because, long story short, I ED RISD and I got deferred. So I decided to add pieces and they said I lack of pieces that show space. So I did this wide-angled perspective of my mom in the kitchen. Also, I started with the planning of drawing street scenes, but like, you know, streets in LA are like super wide and they can't create the wide angle perspective super well. So I had to draw my own kitchen. This is also charcoal and watercolor. Okay, on to the next piece. Oh wait. As I turn in that one for RISD, I also put it together with other spatial pictures, art studio pictures. Like these ones. And one that is watercolor. So I combine these 4 into one slide page and turn it into RISD. Okay, next one. Okay, I actually can't find this one either. I'm so sorry, but it's super small. I also spend a lot of time on this one, as I recall. It's probably the longest piece, one of the longest piece. The other one is the one with light bulb, if you guys still remember. But this one definitely took me weeks to finish all the details and watercolor. This is disparity. This one also took me a long time. Oh my god, everything took me a long time. So I started with digital drawing like this. I started with 2 of the digital drawings and I created them into different layers and I printed them out. I cutted them, I layered them, and then I added different texture to them so that they are what they are. I think there's glitter on it and the glitter is kind of coming off, so I'm not gonna take it out of the box. But you guys can see, you guys get the idea. It's like layered. It's not really well crafted, as you can see. It's just cardboard behind to make it stand. But I have like bells, different decoration on it, and it's super deep, so it has like a good effect. But it also took me like, I didn't take all the pictures. FYI, my mom did. My mom learned photography during the process and she took all the pictures. Good job, Mom. And and yeah, it took her days to take pictures for these projects because they're super deep and things with like depth are super hard to take pictures with. That's what she said. But I like the idea of it showing like the disparity in life, how people can develop different personality due to their living environment and the people they met, and how life is just complicated. Everything just changes and it causes your personality to change. That's basically what I wanted to say. On to the next one. Okay, now it's my design projects. On my design projects, it's called delist. It's an app made to delist the Asian stereotype, because usually when you think of Asian, you feel like, I mean, at least I have this impression that my friends think that I'm born smart, which I'm not. I actually work pretty hard to like get all A's. Also another stereotype that is like Asian cheat, which to some degree it is true that I know people who cheat, but still I think most of the people, they work their ass off to like get what they get. So I want people to appreciate their work. Also, using this app, you can share the way you study, share like learning techniques with each other, which helps the community, helps everyone to study more efficiently. And yeah, that's like the core concept. This is the first design project and I struggled a lot because I don't know how to use Photoshop and Illustrator. It was just a struggle, but it turns out pretty good. I really like how it comes out, and yeah, thank you, my teacher. Okay, on to the second project. This is called Silver Kitchen. It's a brochure. Okay, here are the projects. It's in Chinese, so anyone who can read Chinese, you can see it's called 银发厨房. It's a brochure made for communities in China. For example, my grandparents, they rarely make any like huge or like fancy dishes just because they can't finish and they don't really want to eat leftovers the second day. So they basically just choose not to cook anything that's like very tasty. I mean, they still cook like good things, but whenever we go back, they'll like buy like fishes and like big chunks of meat. I just feel like the need that the elderlies in China, they should like communicate a bit more and like share their spirit, their interest, and just their lifestyle with other elderlies. And they can share their dishes, they can have lunch or dinner together, they can go grocery shopping together. I think it'll definitely make their life a bit more interesting, or like, because I know a lot of elderlies has nothing to do and they just stay at home, which is also not very good for health. So oh yeah, they also have bags. I never put the bag design in my portfolio because there wasn't enough space, but I really liked it. Design. Yeah, and every inside they have different design for home decor and different dishes. Oh yeah, also so the cool part about this project is that I used AR, augmented reality. I didn't actually design an app for this, but I used Adobe Aero, is that how you say it, to make the effect that is showing on my portfolio. So when you scan this page, you'll see an elderly holding the dish on the front. Isn't that super cool? I sound so stupid, but it is super cool when I like actually tried it out. This is put into everyone's mailbox. This is published every 2 months for people to check out. And yeah, and you can join in, you can be published on it to share your dish, your favorite dish, with everyone else in the community. On to the last one. Actually, not the last one. It's the last one I turned in for Carnegie Mellon, but it's actually not the last one. So the last one is Timmy's Family. It's made to kind of ease the anxiety that social anxiety disorder brings. So I personally have trouble like getting along with people. Like I get super nervous. I'm like the shy person, you know. I probably don't have severe issue as like social anxiety disorder, but I do feel a lot of anxiety when I go out and meet people, especially people that I don't know that well. So I made this project. I made it a blind box toy. Here is the box that I designed. Hello World. As you can see, it's it's funny because Hello World is when I start to learn Java, the first thing it prints is Hello World. So I just used it here. I think it's super cool that it's like you're saying hi to the world, you're like opening yourself, and you want to join the community, you know? You can open it. It has like the really brightish greenish yellow, and here it is. Okay, this one can't really stand, but most of them, they can stand up, I promise. They have different poses, different smile, and there's also a card made to introduce the name, the figure, and the situation. So you see, this guy is like this guy here, standing up. I made like 8 of them. Yeah, 8 of them, different ones. They appear in different situations, as you can see on the outer box. Isn't this so cute? This is so cute. Like, if like the motherboard project got me into clay, this is the project that really got me into clay. This is so cute. See, they're so cute. They're so adorable. And yeah, this is my last project that I turned in for Carnegie Mellon. And if you want to apply to Carnegie Mellon, you have to submit a video that's about yourself, which I'm not going to show you guys because that's too embarrassing. But there are a lot of Carnegie Mellon video that you can search online and check it out. So we're going to talk about the 2 extra pieces that I submit for RISD. This one is called The Alley. It's a 3D project, as you can see. This also should show somewhat perspective since my portfolio lack of this. And as you can see, I really like the bottom part. It's super cool, the pattern, and I really like the drawing. I finished in like 2 hours. All these, see, drawing. And then in the back, there's also a face. There's also a face here. Don't know if you can see the face here. And buildings, different textures, and like the strings. They're all like put together to show how like there are more homeless due to the pandemic and coronavirus. A lot of them lost their jobs. I was lucky enough that my family wasn't really impacted, but many people were impacted by the pandemic. This piece was meant to show that. I just really hope we can all help and make a better community. Okay, on to the last one. As you can see, it's a collage and it's called Devotion. It's supposed to be about feminism and the difficulties women are facing in their career. There are like Asian, Japanese, Asian, like line, face art, whatever, going around it to show like the difficulties, the obstacles they're facing. There are like plants that kind of show like the motherhood and the faces, how they transit from like a young woman to like the lovely mother. Yeah, that's basically all about this piece. I really liked it because I never made pieces this big, and I'm super proud of what it comes out. Okay, that is basically it for my portfolio. That's all the portfolio I turned in for all the art schools. The last two pieces I did not turn in for CMU, just to clarify again, but I did turn them in to RISD and Cooper Union, I think, maybe. I think that's all I wanted to say for this video. Hope you guys enjoy my art and enjoy the process of learning what kind of portfolio that goes to CMU. We're gonna save stats for the next time because the video is getting super long. If you want to know my stats or my comment essay, or you have any question, comment down below. If you feel like this video is helpful, thumbs up please, and stay tuned, subscribe, stay tuned for more video about my application or my summer life or my life at CMU.